Hello and welcome to another session of our English vocabulary classes on LELB Society, Learn English to Live Better. In order to find our website, you can easily type lelb.net. As you can see here, our domain is really simple. lelb.net, and then you will be there, LELB Society. Okay, this session we focus on 1100 words you need to know. Week 7, day 1. This is the photo of the cover of this great course book, best-selling course book, and also you can download it from our website. And in order to find this course on our website, you can search for it here, or you can go to the menu, Archives, English Vocabulary Classes, 1100 words you need to know. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so the new words of this course. Number 1, implacable. Implacable means, if you can see here, I have provided you with some photos so that you can understand and memorize the words for a longer period of time. Implacable means something that cannot be eased or appeased, A-P-P-E-A-S-E-D, or difficult to control. Inexorable, something that cannot be pacified or calmed down. Okay, next word is paroxysm. Paroxysm is a sudden outburst of something, of emotion, particularly an outburst of emotion. Reprehensible. Reprehensible means blameworthy, something that is worthy of blame. The opposite of that is laudable. Jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means authority, and particularly an area of something that is under your control or your authority. Skirmish. Skirmish means a small fight, minor argument. Okay, now let's study the main passage in which these 5 words have been used. Much ado about a haircut. Ado means unnecessary involvement or activity, something that is not needed. All right. Okay, perhaps you read about our school in the newspaper. We were one of the first to have a showdown. Showdown means confrontation, fight, or skirmish, on the topic of long hair for boys. 2 honor students. Honor students are top students who are really proud because they have received so much credit from the school, their teachers. Ron Harris and Len Chester. Okay. They were sent to the principal. Principal means the dean or manager of a school, by their French teacher. An implacable foe. Implacable, I told you, it means very relentless. Foe means a person who is against something, an enemy. Of nonconformist or mavericks. Nonconformist, let me see, maverick means, let me type maverick for you. Maverick. And it means actually a person who does not easily submit to the norms of the society. You know, a person who is rather actually, let's say, an ideologist. Okay. Okay. So a nonconformist, that refers to it. This nonconformist refers to the students who did not like to just act like the majority of the students. They had long hairs. Do you remember? Okay. Who went into a paroxysm of anger, outburst of anger, rage, wrath. When she spied the boys, she refers to the French teacher. Spy means watch, observe very carefully, and perhaps here secretly, you know. It means surreptitiously, in a hidden way. The boys, the students, in the hall. At first, hold on. Okay. At first, it seemed like a simple case. The school would reprimand, British pronunciation, reprimand, American pronunciation. And it means, let me minimize the magnification so that you can see the photo. Reprimand means criticize, rebuke. And let me type these words for you. Rebuke, criticize. Okay, so reprimand the boys for their reprehensible appearance. Reprehensible means blameworthy. I told you about on top of this page. New words. So let's see how it looks. Reprehensible. In order to see the photos in relation to the new words, you can visit the necessary corresponding the corresponding page on the site. Appearance, and order them to cut their hair or be suspended. The teacher, the principal asked them to shape up or shape out, correct their behavior, appearance, or they couldn't actually continue their studies at the school. But the boys' parents decided that the school had overstepped its jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means authority. If you can see here. Okay. The parents, the boys or students, honor students, top students' parents decided that it is outside the circle of the authority of their, let's say, principal or dean of their, or manager, headmaster of the school to just dictate some rules to their students. It was none of their business. And they were transgressing. Transgress means actually to overstep some rules. Transgress. Okay. So had overstepped their jurisdiction. Magnify the. Okay, and they took their case to the newspaper. What had started as a local skirmish, means a small fight, now began to take on the appearance of a full-scale war. So it has been magnified. In English we say, do not make a mountain out of a molehill. Do not magnify a case which is not that important. All right. Sample sentences. Number 1, I have already filled in the blank so that you don't, you just focus on the sentences and new words. The detective was implacable in his search for the murder weapon. Murder means killing. And weapon is a tool that is used to hurt somebody physically, such as a gun or a knife. Implacable, we already talked about it. Saying that it was beyond his jurisdiction, Judge Klein refused to rule on the case. Remember, rule on means to judge, to make a judgment in the course of law. Refuse means did not accept. Remember, after refuse you need to use a to phrase or to or infinitive, let's say. It means verb, and before the verb there is to, not gerund or ing form of the verb. Number 3, in a paroxysm of rage means anger, fury, F-U-R-Y. The tenant is a person who just rents a house, and the opposite is landlord. Stormed out means dash out. Sally, S-A-L-L-Y. We had it in this in the previous sessions of this course. Sallied or stormed out of the landlord's office. So there was a skirmish between them. The precautious refers to a child who is a genius, who studies, as you can see here, who studies a lot, who is very intelligent, whose IQ level is really high, who is ahead of his time. Okay, precocious boy enjoyed an intellectual skirmish with his elders. Elder means older people. It's more polite to put it this way. The brash means overconfident and rather impolite. Overconfident and not respecting others. The brash student was forced to apologize for her reprehensible conduct. Conduct means behavior. Okay, now definitions. Some matching parts, and I have already just done it. Okay, implacable matches with this phrase, cannot be pacified, or inexorable. Inexorable. Okay, inexorable means unstoppable. As you can see in this photo, nothing can stop this man from making progress. Okay. Paroxysm is a fit, a sudden outburst. Reprehensible, worthy of blame. Jurisdiction, power, range of authority. Skirmish, small fight, brief encounter or confrontation. Encounter here means confrontation. And how confrontation is spelled? Sorry. Confrontation. Alright. Now today's idiom. Cause célèbre. It's a French word. These accents are particularly French. As you can see in this photo, it means a controversy. You know, an argument, a controversy that has been very, let's say, popular among people recently. Okay, a famous law case or controversy, argument. skirmish. Skirmish is less important than a cause celeb. Anyway, because actually when something turns into a cause celeb, it gathers a lot of attention from the majority of people, particularly in the media. It becomes really important. It was a minor dispute argument, but the ambitious lawyer sought to turn it into a cause celeb. So it was minor, and the opposite of minor is major. It was minor, it was not that important, the case was not really important, but the ambitious, the word ambitious here is important. The ambitious lawyer, ambitious means a person who wants to promote very eagerly. It means a determined person who has a thirst for success. Lawyer sought the past form of seek, S-E-E-K, to follow, to search for something, turn it into a cause célèbre. So the ambitious lawyer wanted to just change it into a very major point so that actually he could, or she could, make great money or make a fortune out of it. So that's why he just magnified it and changed it from a minor dispute to a cause célèbre. Alright, and if you have questions here, you know, about this course, you can easily just leave your questions here on top of the page. There is a comment form, and you can actually easily leave your questions there, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And you can also visit our YouTube channel here in the footer of the website, and you can share this content with your friends. Alright, thank you very much for paying attention to this course. I hope it was useful for you and you found it helpful, and subscribe to my channel to receive further free courses in English, not only in the field of vocabulary but also grammar, and also I plan to provide you with some research based courses so that you can conduct research in English. Thank you very much and have a great time.